The Galactic Council had seen many things. It had witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the birth of stars, and even the extinction of entire civilizations due to their own reckless pursuits. But nothing in its 10,000-year history had prepared it for the arrival of humanity. They were latecomers discovered only 2 cycles ago, primitive by Council standards. Yet, in just a few decades, the species had gone from planetary squabbles to faster-than-light FTL travel. That alone was not alarming. Dozens of races had achieved FTL through standard gravitational warping or hyperspace corridors. No, what alarmed the Council was how humans achieved it. The meeting hall of the Council's core ring buzzed with activity as ambassadors from over 300 civilizations gathered. The central dais glowed a warning crimson. An emergency meeting had been called. Ambassador Zolther of the Creel Dominion spoke first. His tendrils twitched nervously. The human vessel Valkyrie initiated an FTL jump that tore through a stabilized hyperspace corridor. The corridor collapsed. 2 trade routes are now inaccessible for the next 3 cycles. Gasps and murmurs rippled across the hall. Hyperspace corridors were considered sacred arteries of commerce and diplomacy. They claim it was an accident, added Sharon VA, the crystalline envoy of the Zalari clade. But their technology, it's not a corridor jumper or a warp-fold vessel. It's something else entirely. Something disruptive. A flicker of light above the chamber brought up a hologram. A sleek, spear-shaped vessel surrounded by glowing rings that pulsed with violent, chaotic energy. Humans call it the DEI drive, said High Executor Maltor of the Tralax Consortium. Dark energy inversion drive. It doesn't avoid space-time distortion. It weaponizes it. Ambassador Zolther nodded grimly. It inverts localized dark energy fields, collapses subspace, and tears a hole into space-time. Then forces a ship through it. It's like punching a hole through reality with a sledgehammer. A moment of silence passed. Then the Valari delegate hissed, "Madness!" Back on Earth, inside the orbital lab facility Hawking Ascendant, Dr. Aaron Voss stood proudly before the window, staring out at the now-docked Valkyrie. Her team had done it. They had built humanity's first independent FTL system, one not reliant on alien permission, alien technology, or alien lanes. Beside her, Commander Bryce Thorne folded his arms. So, the Council's pissed? Pissed would be an understatement, Aaron smirked. They sent 3 warning transmissions and tried to dispatch a blockade ship. Let me guess, the blockade ship didn't make it through the jump corridor? She nodded. Our last test run destabilized every corridor within 10 light-years. Even their best ships got stranded. Thorne gave a low whistle. So we invented a drive that breaks hyperspace? We didn't break it, Aaron replied. We just stopped playing by their rules. Back at the Council, the debate had turned heated. Half demanded sanctions, even preemptive strikes. The others, more cautious, urged diplomacy. It was the Chorail archivist who finally said what all feared. If the humans continue developing this technology, they could destroy hyperspace as we know it. Collapse the entire subspace matrix. That would end galactic travel for everyone. Do they understand the consequences? Someone asked. They do, replied Sharon VA, eyes dimming. That's what terrifies me most. A week later, a neutral delegation was sent to Earth, hoping for negotiation. They were received with respect, but not submission. Inside the Geneva Assembly Dome, Ambassador Selthuin, a serpentine dignitary of the Iliari, faced Earth's United Council. You do not understand the fire you are playing with, Selthuin warned. Your drive endangers not just your species, but the entire galaxy's infrastructure. President Malik of Earth leaned forward calmly. And for centuries, your infrastructure excluded us, monitored us, restricted us. That was for your own protection. No, Malik said firmly. That was for control. Dr. Voss spoke next. Your monopoly on hyperspace forced humanity to beg for access, to crawl through the lanes you allowed, at the rates you demanded. The DI drive changes that. We're not asking anymore. Selthuin's voice turned cold. Then know this. If you destabilize another corridor, the Council will consider it an act of war. Malik stood. Then consider this: Earth is no longer a vassal species. We are a sovereign force. If war is what you choose, we will not stand alone. And they didn't. Within days, messages arrived from other fringe civilizations. The Varn Dominion, long oppressed by council tariffs, offered support. The Raltari rebels pledged resources. Even the nomadic Yulari, once denied full membership, aligned with humanity. A new alliance was forming, not of power, but of defiance. The humans didn't just invent a dangerous FTL drive. They invented freedom. The Valkyrie launched again, tearing a fresh hole in space-time as it blinked out of local reality. Council ships scrambled to follow, only to find their drives glitching, reality flickering, and then silence. Nothing could track them. No one could follow. Humanity had stepped beyond the boundaries of the galaxy's leash. And the Council, for the first time in millennia, was afraid.